Hey guys, it's Paula from Vonna's Crafty Designs, and today I'm going to show and tell. I told you I would. Here is one of my older junk journals called Big Bertha. And see the squirrel? That's Bertha the squirrel. It is a fall junk journal. It is a large one. In the junk journal world, you'll hear the phrase, it's a phrase called gator mouth. Well, she got a pretty big gator mouth. Let's measure this and see. Inches wise, it is, whoops, trying to hold it up here. Inches wide, it is 7 inches wide. Centimeter wide, it is 18 centimeters. Now, when I untie this, it's going to fall flat, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But this is a gator mouth. 7 inches, and I wanted to do one, and so since I love fall so much, fall is definitely my theme. We've got sunflowers, we've got the squirrel, we've got a little metal plate that says journal, and use some oranges in this one. This is just an old, actually it was encyclopedia, an old encyclopedia that was given to me. There was a set of them, and this one, I decided to work on one. I didn't want the whole set. But I put some lace on here, and it has a, let's see here. It has about a 2-inch, I can't think of the word. It's placed at 2-inch binding, right? And then I put some old cotton material on it. As you can see, this is part of the book, right? I did get this book. I didn't use the book pages on this. So let's open this up. This, of course, is seam binding, and some of it's getting pretty wrinkled, which I don't care if it's wrinkled. Wrinkled is good to me. We got a little bit of it that's getting kind of frayed here on the end. You could knot it off. You can put charms on it. There's a lot of things you could do. But this one, it is a big girl. I probably wouldn't do this again. I don't know. It's going to be very hard to write in it, I would think, because, well. But anyway, we have washi tape all the way around here, and I fixed a couple of places right here to write in. This is just cardstock. I think it was a thank you card or something I got at the dollar store. Oh, you can see it. And then I just made this little material cluster tuck. It says Happy Harvest. I stamped this and then used some metallic colors. I had some metallic watercolors, and I just used that to decorate. Set that right down there. This is just, I think it's just a sticker trim, and this is washi tape. And this is the envelope part of the thank you card. Kind of matches. We got some more washi around the edge here. We've got another tuck with a butterfly and a pearl. And you can put stuff down in there. Whatever you want to hide and tuck away. Now it's not wanting to be cooperative. Imagine that. There we go. There we go. So that's what we started with. It has, let's see, it only has 2 signatures. But the signatures, and a signature is a group of pages, right? The signatures are large, and I left room in the middle here of the binding so that, you know, as you put stuff in here, there's room for it to expand like it needs to expand anymore. But anyway, so I thought I would show it to you. Sorry if I'm wobbling the table. Let's see if I can find something to prop this up. Put this behind here. Maybe that'll help. All right. So, use a lot of material on this. Material scraps and just material for the binding. To do a binding, to me, using some kind of tape and some type of fabric is the best to hold this. I'm not sure if it's in here. Usually I try to date somewhere, put a date on my journal. I don't know if I did this one or not, just to let me know when I created it, because I've had it several years. Anyway, I used a cardstock. It was a Tim Holtz cardstock. They're good and thick, and I used a lot of them for pages. We have this cute, and I think it's adorable, a cute little, I don't know, it's a tag, but it's also a tuck, and you can take your little string here and open it up if you wanna, if it'll let me. It might not let me anymore. Anyway, it kind of holds something else. So like, as you can see, it has a lot of mushrooms and fall items. And I was stamped on the back and said just a note. But it kind of holds all this together. See, it makes a little pocket. And then I just slide that down in there. I think there's more. I think we could, if we could get in here. The string is not wanting to give it up. Come on, string, give it up, right? Anyway, it's going to be fidgety. I don't want to cut it, so I'm not going to do that. All right, here's another tag or ephemera piece. And I've probably had some coffee dyed paper here. And I just glued that to the back to make it thicker. And it's got lines so I can write on it. And this holds this little, I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, this little piece here holds the notes in the pocket. It says, Falling into Autumn. You can see that. And on here, it was a collage. I made like a collage board of all different stuff. And I did some splatter work. Now, I have noticed as you keep things, especially when it comes to paper, the glue is eventually going to give way. Now, as you can tell, I'll show you here. This is like on a piece of cardboard. But I also have my glue. And if I need to, as we are looking, I can go right back in here and just stick a little bit of glue right there and glue it right back down. And then after I made the collage, it looks like here that I even have a little bit of, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's texture right there where I have run that through my Big Shot and got some texture on it. It looks like a little dandelion. Turned out so cute. Now up here we have a tag and a little, I call these baubles, but I guess they're flat-headed pearls. And it says, what does it say? Fabulous. Fabulous. And you can see the pumpkin. So this side is a big tag with a wrap that holds a couple of journaling cards. And then if you flip it over, this wrap is wrapped around the back and it holds another tag, which can be used, as you can see. It says Grateful. I put a little label on it and sticker. Can be used to hold this tag. So there's one big tag, 2 journal cards, and another small tag and a tag for decoration. This is so cute. I wish I could tell you where I got the idea, but honestly, I can't remember. It's been a while. Okay, here is also something I want to show you, a belly band. And this belly band will hold a lot here. And on here, I put a thing of stickers. So it's really a double band. You have this part, which is just a book page that's folded up thick. And it looks like it probably come from this dictionary. And then we mitered some corners. We did some sprinkling. I like the sprinkling effect. And we put some ragged edged material down the middle, and we had some pre-made tickets that we put in here, and that gives us a double belly band. And in the double belly band, I have just a little, it looks like a little file card. You open it up, and it has places to write notes. And I just pinned it off with a paper clip, you know. What better thing to be in a file is a paper clip. And it says, with the words, it says, "Hello, Autumn, creativity like courage." And then, of course, it says, "Be amazed." Look at the little squirrels. Aren't they cute? It's like they're having a conversation with the little bluebird. Who knows? Anyway, so I stuck this in here like this. This is in this level of the belly band. I made another tag, and you'll find that tags are like the main thing in journals, and they're just really great bookmarks. They're great places to write thoughts. So this one is, you know, I've got my ink around it. I made a little tab on top. It says "just a note," and then you flip that over, and we have things in there. We got the little truck with the little just a note on the back of that. You can add a note on anything, you know, just any kind of paper, and just add a note. And then this looks like a little mason jar. I think I have the die cut for this. It says "Fall Fun," and then "Wonders of Autumn." And then this one is a clear type of pocket made on here. It's just with just clear, it's like an acetone paper. And then you got a little cluster here. And anything that you see, whether it be a cluster strip or just a bunch of little papers put together with a focal point, like this is a sunflower on top. Let's see that. That's called a cluster. Then, of course, I used a few little flat beads up there just for decoration. And this is going to fit in the second part of the double. Let me see if I can get it over here. Double. Can you see that? Here, I'm working real hard. This is a double belly band. This area and this area. Now, on this page, it's, as you can tell, not all the pages are the same size. And I did that intentionally. I wanted to give it a different texture. This is another one of those little paper bags. Y'all know I like working with the paper bags. And I just folded it over, and I glued these sides, and I made a pocket. And then in that pocket, we put another little pre-cut tag. It has some stickers on it. It has some little banner pieces on it. And then there's a little stamp on the back. I also took a brad and stuck that brad there. And so it's a little bit movable if you want it to be. And the stamp covers the back of the brad so it's not catching on everything. So that is stuck down in this little pocket of the brown bag. Then we put paper on top, and we put some stickers with a pumpkin. We have a little opening here, and we're going to put this back in our opening. You can put anything in bags. Bags are great. Now, most all of my tags, I'm going to say most because some are not, have crinkle seam binding on the top. Then we have a piece of lace we just laid on this particular piece of paper. It is just a piece of paper. It's, I don't know, it's just a textured paper I got from Amazon. It's not really textured, it just looks that way. Then we have just a plain white piece of paper we could write notes on, journal in. We have, of course, the coffee dyed effect, and I have coffee dyed paper. On this side, we have a corner pocket, and it's a double tuck corner pocket. And if something is stuck, and I don't want to rip it. No, no, no. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while. Okay. We made this double tuck with paper. We just folded a square piece of paper over and made us a double angle. It's got lace, it's got ribbon, it's got a butterfly and some, looks like rice paper. It says, have an open heart. And in it, we have another one with the seam binding. It's got some little stickers on it. It says number 55, a label. It's got some sprinkles on it. I love the sprinkles. And it's got I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can see it on that side. I don't know. It's like a hole punch, a binding punch with an eyelet in it. So there's another tag, completely clear back, so you could write on it. And it has those little, I'm wanting to say they're little dots. It's glue dots that have dried up. They're paint dots. Let me stick that there. And this is another. And see, this time, I just took what I call a journaling card. This is hard cardboard. I covered with this clear paper. I covered with some other paper that has sunflowers and stuff on it, some pretty paper. Then we have just a little bit of a cluster, and it says amazing, and it's got a little bit of washi tape. A lot of scraps. Love the scraps. And we're just going to tuck that right in there. This got little string, this little twine that you get at the dollar store. All right. This one here is another piece of just printed paper. And this, of course, is a piece of washi. And this was just folded over and clipped at the bottom. It has a little dot on the bottom there. And we open it up, and we got another piece of writing. It's kind of like a hideaway place to write. And believe it or not, even though this is highly decorated, you could decorate it more. How about that? All right, so then we're going to open up this side. We have another tuck. And this is just a long folded paper, right? And then it flips up. You have another writing area. It's just a long piece, a strip of paper folded over to make a triangle. And it says, Love Fall. And again, that's some Tim Holtz type of paper. This is just a die cut piece, and it's just got layers of hearts and just different things I found interesting in, you know, a washi tape, and it just gives you the fall vibe, right? All right, then we're going to move on over. We just got a plain piece of paper to write on. And right here, we have a hymnal that came out of a church hymnal. Bound for the land of Canaan. That's what it says. And it was falling apart because I have, with being in churches all my life, I've seen a lot of hymnals falling apart. So I had to reuse them. And this one's called Holy Be Thy Great Name. So we got that texture in there. Always nice to have textures like sheet music or, you know, words, things with words on them. This was given to me, I think, by a friend in Happy Mail. It said fall. It's just made with some twine. And so I added this in here. And I got two more little tags. And on these tags, I just took a piece of cut off lace and stapled it on there. You can see the staple. And put a little dot on it. And we have two little pre-cut fall tags. Now, a lot of these things you can get in die cuts. Or, you know, you can go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, different places like that. And they have stickers, or you can go online. If you buy online, Temu has all kinds of stuff. Now this is a page that come out of a book. As you can tell, it was rough on the edges. It's folded over. I made a little cut here, a half circle cut, so I can make it into a pocket. Got the mushroom. We've got some odd and end paper that look fall, and it says Abiding Love. And most all of this, not all of it, not every page, but a lot of it has ink on it for where I inked it. Let's see what we got on this side. All right, we have more over here. We've got this real thick cardstock paper that come from Tim Holtz. This looks like this was something from Tim Holtz. And we have a cluster. Then we have a paper clip, which will fold this down. Looks like a file page. And in this, we have two areas that we put and made into pockets. So we got pockets that's hidden in the file folder. And then we're going to pin that shut. Yes, paper clip. If I can get my paper clip to work. There we go. We have some more music paper that I roughed up on the edge. Ripped, or whatever you can call it. Got just a piece of paper to write on. We got more paper to write on. And in between a lot of these, is, if you see, is washi tape. And this washi tape is holding and helping hold the page in, because it's sewn in the binding, right? All right, and then we just got some little pages here. Comes back over to a real big card here with the mushroom that you could write on. We'll put that right in there, and this is another piece of dictionary paper. And it looks like what we've done is we've glued this down, put some lace and all the pretties on, and then it comes over here. We fold it across the page. See that? Across the page, and we've got a tuck here, and we've got some more lace. And this kind of stabilizes and sturdied up this page, because this page come from a dictionary and is thin. This is also a big piece of washi tape. How about that? Now this will open up, I think, like this. It'll become a tuck on this side. Got paper. Got a guest check card here. And on the back, we got thank you. So a lot of collaging in here. A lot of finding a place to tuck things. There's a pocket. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to fold it over this way. But in right here on the side, we had a pocket. And if you pull that out, you can get more. Here's a little fox. Isn't it pretty? Comes a note card. And you just push that back down in there. This took a lot of work and a lot of time, but I enjoyed it. Here's another tag up in the top. And this is a belly band. Very interactive. This belly band has a clear see-through type of material. And then that folded over top of this page, creating just an area to decorate and stability. This was just a piece of adult coloring book, and I turned it into a page. I colored it and clipped it. We had a page here. We've got some more pockets, some more squirrels, some stamping material. As you can tell, you can do a junk journal about just about out of anything that you got. Sometimes if you want them to color coordinate, it takes a little more time to find things, and they take longer. This is a coffee dyed page with a little lace and some ribbon rolled through it and to make a trim. Nothing on that page, nothing really on this page. And then we just have a thin page of, this was tracing paper, okay? Then you have another big tuck with some more stuff on it and a bull clip here. The bull clip is just for decoration mainly. We have tags. More over here to tags and both of them. And this is the center of the first section, if you can see it. And I didn't really put anything on it. Sometimes I'll put like beads and stuff, but I didn't this time. It's just tied off. It's this waxed string that's holding that in. And there's the first center of the signature, and I try to make them kind of matchy-matchy, kind of. And we got two bull clips. We're back over on this side with more. This is just a tea-dyed index card. It's got lines. Plenty of room for writing in this journal. Plenty of room. I think I'm going to flip it this way so the paper can kind of hang out. tracing paper, and then we're back down on this side. We've got some more over the top, I think is what they call them. Over the top. I like them because they help to make things stable. And we got some more papers to write on. We got some more color sheet. Got a little tuck here and a pocket. Now you know why I call her Bertha, Big Bertha. She's got a lot to her. This is one of those guest checks. And it's just big. Got some die cut stuff going on with it. And it's turned into a tuck. We just keep going through here. Bertha's got a lot of places to write. I like this vintage look. So, you know, if anything's ragged looking, that's okay with me. We got a big corner pocket here. We've got, this is something that will come out. It is just a tag. Looks like a banner, and it has, you know, a paper clip on it. And then on top of that, we have a little music charm and some beads and some real little tiny, try to show it to you, real little tiny tags. And it's one of those things you can take in and out and use as you need, right? You just put it in with paper clip. Then on this side, we have another tuck and some pretty colors of labels and some fussy cut leaves. We have another hymnal page. And here we go. I mean, we're just got all kinds of great stuff here. Oh my goodness, got a little stuck there. And we have another banner put in with a little mini paper clip. Here's a envelope, and we've left it open to put things in. And another bag. So yeah, this is Big Bertha, guys. And she's big, and she has a lot of stuff. Okay, we have something here that's interactive. You know those CD covers? We don't have CDs a whole lot anymore, but we used to get. We made kind of an interactive thing here. Put some little beads in here. Put some little moss behind it and closed it up. It does have a place you can write on. I just thought it was pretty. It's kind of like a shaker. And we'll put that right in that pocket. This is just like a, what I would call a notepad. It's a notepad in, we've made it with a book page. and folded it over here and made a hole so we can hold it together. And it's just got like little fall stamps. It's just a little thing of notes where you could take, you know, notes if you want to. And we're at the center. We went through the first signature. And then we have the next signature. And we're going with another bag. And we'll pull that out. We have a large tag stapled on the top. Staple, glue, it don't matter. You use whatever you got. And if you find a, you know, a piece of toilet paper you want to put in there, nobody's got to know. This isn't toilet paper, but you can put that in there. You got rickrack. There's a lot of things you probably have, even old clothes, and before you get rid of them and you don't think anybody will want them, take the buttons off. Buttons are great in junk journals. And here's a little tag to put in a little tiny pocket. All right. Have more pockets. This says make a difference. And this pocket isn't all the way shut. It's kind of like a belly band pocket, if there's such a thing. But we put a tag in here and it says hope on it. It's a door. Just a lot of stamping and sprinkling, as I call it. And there we go. Then we're back over here with some more lace and some more writing paper. So see, it has a lot of room to put stuff in it, even though it's huge already. Then we have another pocket. It says timeless. I love the teal color. Can y'all see that teal color? It's so big now in fall things. It's got stamps in it. It's got tucks and You know, I'm not sure. This one is a double tuck, I think. Yeah. So see, if you don't have, you can glue right along through here and glue that on top of that, and you've got one pocket and you've got two pockets. And this little guy, this little tag, has a pocket. I mean, you can pocket it up, I'm telling you. So cute. And I'm going to try to show this better here. I'm going to get it over here. So, we have more pages. And we have more hymnal pages. Here's another big side tuck with a tag and a tag. And here's a top tuck with just like a journal card. A little sunflower on it. We'll stick that right there. Got some more music paper. I think this was just printed out like in a, it's not real music tape, you know, like the hymnal. It's just more or less supposed to look like music paper. We've got some stuff that we got out, you know, of it's a regular paper pad. We got some, I think this particular thing is like a parchment legal type paper here. It's very nice. And we got more paper to write on. We've got another, this is another page from the dictionary. We got a big dictionary page there. And you can still put pictures in this. You can put more papers on top to write. There's just a lot you can do. Okay, and now we're back to another adult coloring page I colored and put in there. You probably can't tell it, but it does have a little bit of glitter. I think that was in the gel pen I used. Here's some old-timey vintage paper. A little fold over and you get your tracing paper again. And another pocket and another tag. And this looks like this is Tim Holtz paper. And we're at the center of this particular signature. And as you can see, I fold them over. We took the squares, we folded over, made a triangle, and we glued down 3 sides and ended up with place to put other ephemera. And this is a large, it looks like a file card, but it's actually a large index card. And it has decoration on the outside, but then there's the index part. And the decoration says, harvest is good, cool and crisp. Just die cuts. It's supposed to look like an old card. And it has book page over it. Book page can give you a lot of texture. Then we have this. It's just a note. And it's got some more. This tags, fall leaves me happy. And just a lot of cool stuff there. All right, then we're back over this way. And it's tracing paper and just a collage sheet. That's just a bunch of different papers on there. Collage is pretty cool. You can make a whole collage board, and then we got some more of our bugs here and daisies or sunflowers. You can take a whole collage page and make lots of things. All right, this is, it actually comes from an old, an old long junk mail envelope. There's the, there's the little window where you see your address, and here's a stamp, and here's some things here. And in that, we put a card, journal card. And in this, you can see in the window, there is paper inside of there that even decorates the inside with some butterflies. And you just pull this on this side and it goes right in there. It will also interactively go up. It went across the top, if you can tell, across the top of the page so that you can write on this part. And it has some fall paper in there. And then you go around this side. This is actually where it come over the top. So this is still, this up here where the mushroom is still part of that envelope. It's just covered with the mushrooms. And all these things I got online years ago. You can go to Etsy. There's a lot of digitals on there. You pay for it, you download it, and you print it off, and you can get some really neat things. They make them all the time, and they're really not real expensive. Well, you can spend as much as you want to. We'll just go with that. All right, and then we've got another dictionary page. We've got this side with more of these areas to, all this is paper to write on. A lot of writing space. More tucks and uses of, you know, different papers. We got more bull clips here, more little interactive paper clips. This is actually not a paper clip. This was actually just a hole punched in here in the top. And I've used a safety pin, of what they call a bulb pin. Put a little material on there. It has material in and out of it. It has like a lot of lace and doilies and things of that nature. This just comes out. This was just put in there. So you can move it around wherever you want. And we have more here and some washi tape. Just fill it up like you want to, you know. This took a while. Here's another belly band. This isn't a double belly band. This is just one level. Put some stuff in there. Put some washi tape on here. Give it a little color. So yeah, look at this area. I mean, you've got a place here. You can put stuff down in here. There's a one already in here. But you could put a lot of things there. And it just kind of hangs out the side, and that's fine. This is a small journal in a journal. Just fold it back, and you've got all kinds of room to write, and it's just stapled in. You hear Zoe over there, she's snoring. Anyway, so we have more here. I like the little fox, isn't he cute? So yeah, this is a big Bertha journal here with lots of different interactive pieces. And I love it. I love going back through and looking at all the pieces. This is another, you know, piece of old letter. It has a little window in it. Just some junk mail. This one here is on an index card, and we fold it over a little bit, and as you can see, it'll come out. You just have a little pocket there. It's all stamped up with some stamps and brown ink, little butterfly stamps, and you can write on that. And somewhere I got a ticket, so the ticket, which says delicious pumpkins right at the top, has been made into a tab, so I can pull that out when I want to. And we have some more clips here. This is just clipped in, I can tell you already. I can get a hold of it. It's just clipped in on the page, so you can take it off the page. You got tags, you got a whole different little area here. And on the very back of my journals, not all of them, but a lot of them, I like to make a spot where you got a writing board. And it's just a big tuck with some lace and some pretty colors. It says autumn colors. But this writing board is just a piece of cardboard, and I put paper on both sides, and I've put some red ink. And it's plain because I want to be able maybe to come through here and write on this piece of paper. So I pull that down there. It's a smooth surface that I can write on, and I can use it throughout the journal. So I like to make a writing board and stick it in the back of the journal. That way I've got it, and I know where it's at. So see how Big Bertha is? Here she is, Big Bertha, guys. Big Bertha. Big Bertha squirrel. All right. I know this is a little longer than normal, but I thought, hey, it's fall, and this is my big fall journal that I made. Never did see a date, so apparently I didn't put a date on it. I couldn't remember. It was probably back in 2021, maybe even 2020, when had plenty of time, couldn't get out very much. But anyway, So here we go. Just wanted to show these to you. Be safe, be happy, be blessed. Like, subscribe, and share. I know this is a little bit longer than normal for me, but I wanted to do a show and tell. And so I hope you enjoy Big Bertha. Until next time, see ya.